off to. Wow, yeah, it's starting with without Huckleberry. Okay, interesting development coming out of Barfrio. Interesting name. And it looks like that sub already got Incognito the knife round win. Wow, Zep must be a knife round specialist or something. No clue what happened, strings confirmed. Okay. That's surprising. Very surprising. You think they'd reschedule it if he couldn't play both games? Or was he... I don't want to assume anything. But, wow. Not showing up to game 2 of your playoff match after having a pretty good game 1. I mean, he had a slow start, but... Alright, whatever. Underway with the pistol round. Coming out from Synthetik. Looks like they're going to have several going towards ramp. It is honestly kind of hard to understand everything that's going on when I'm looking at this radar, though. So, I'm just going to comment on what I see. James gets the first pick of the round, jumping into Hut from window, and now the guy is trying to move down Hut. Throws a nade towards Squeaky. Looks like they have a smoke towards the that doorway so someone can get down there. And pushing right into hell. Zep Revenge just completely unready for that, as Ye gets a pick on the ladder, and now Strings is left to defend this A bomb site by himself, and the guy's able to take out James, and Monty was able to get Strings, and now it's up to Axe in a 1-on-3, trying to retake it from Mini. They know exactly where he is. He's down to 12 health. This looks nearly impossible, and yep, just shot in the leg by Tex. You just can't play from that angle for that long. I mean, you're just going to be taking damage from above, and they're going to see your feet, and you're not going to see them unless you are really aware and you can shoot back through the wall at them in their head or something. Yeah, it's just a completely... You're just at a huge disadvantage there, and Synthetik gets that first round, an important round to start off their nuke side strong, and I think they've gotten every pistol so far. They've won every pistol round so far in the series. It's only been 3. The guy's going to be holding lobby by himself, groups up with his teammates outside. Teammates are waiting for a nade push, it seems like. One guy on top of Twinkie, and the other 4 running on the ground, just trying to clear all the angles, make sure that no one's hiding in anything weird. And the guy throws a smoke for what I think is Heaven? And Ye is just making his way through Mini, but taken down by a guy at credit card. James had a really nice angle there, and they're going to be able to pick up an AK on Strings, but looks like they're getting a hold of this bomb site with just Zep to defend it, and actually gets one. And now the guy lurking outside gets another. 2-on-3 situation. Strings has an AK, still a very winnable round for either team, but Monty is almost on that bomb site, about to plant the bomb, and Strings trying to make a hero play, jumping down into Decon, the decontamination room, and couldn't find the kill there, though. Does get 4-shot down to 19 health, and Monty's going to get that plant in the smoke, where Frosty is in the vents. I am assuming so. Yep. And he might be able to pick up a kill on 4-shot, but nope, taken down. And second round, anti-eco goes the way of Synthetik, shooting that gun towards Monty, making sure he gets that AK into the second round, or third round. Just some pistols coming out for Tex, at least, just Tex. Probably gonna be an entry. The guy you might see some kind of like ramp hit here, just like the pistols go first, but no, looks like they're gonna stick to what they've been doing best, which is going outside. Caring for a nade stack, holding back still. Just a single nade, but Incognito only have 2 P250s and 3 USPs to work with. USP, very hard to kill people with on an anti-eco, or on an eco, but actually able to get the guy, got a quick dink on him, and able to take him out, but only able to get a MAC 10 off of that. Not going to probably be able to change the round with that, or an AK, I might say differently. And now they're smoking off Heaven. Looks like they know Ye's position, and maybe 4 shots as well, with them wrapping on those rafters. Trying to get in here, and Ye playing right around the smoke perfectly, just using it as almost a one-way, Ye, just so intelligent. Tex, though, around secret, just making sure no one's flanking from there, but gets spotted from Mini, and looks like his teammates are going to help him, though. Yep, Ye takes down Axe, and Tex, waiting for that secret guy, eventually gets him, takes down Strings. Frosty gets a kill on Ye, downs an AK, probably will get picked up soon, but Zep, near Squeaky Door, gets taken out by Tex. Good positioning by Synthetik there on their anti-eco. The only guy they really left alone, the only guys they left alone had a Mac 10 and a Tech 9. Even if they were to die, wouldn't really have affected the round that greatly because the CTs aren't really going to get anything that can kill the terrorists there. So, first gun round coming out of Incognito. 4 shots still just with a Tech 9. I know they're trying to get him on that off, but I don't see the harm in really getting an AK on him. Nuke's a map that you sometimes just want AKs. I mean, especially if you're going inner like this, like, hey, you don't really want an op for this. But entry from Ye, and Axe and Frosty, though, able to trade it out. Just doing a really fast strat towards this A-bomb site. Frosty left to hold it. Monty takes him out. 1-on-3. Tex gets Zep. Now it's up to James with just an ump. And he's crawling up those vents right now. Able to get out. He's by Secret, or Squeaky. And he's just sitting around there. Gonna have to get peeked. Oh, gets Monty. And might get a second. Oh, 4-shot able to take him out. Picks up the ump. Good way to start your gun round for Synthetik. And Synthetik have been coming out really strong in the first halves of these, both these games. In the second game now. Now with 4 AKs and an ump, probably just gonna see them go outside again. That seems to be their preferred anti-eco play with Ye holding, or the guy holding lobby. Ye going on rafters, just working rafters out. Jump spotting outside. Ye's already making his way up, and the guy is holding for a lobby push. Spots Strings at Hut. Knows that there was some kind of lobby aggression here. Gives his team that kind of intel. Allows them to make a more informed play when they go outside. Looks like Tex is going to go down Secret. Seems like he's just been holding it before. Nope. Seems to back off. Now Ye's just making his way into heaven. And looks like they're going to be crunching onto this A-bomb site. Yep, too much firepower for Incognito to handle there. AK's first pistols, what can you expect? And it's down to 2 members of Incognito to try to scrounge this round out. Might just decide to actually hold on to the 5.7s. I'm pretty sure Incognito can buy into this upcoming round, but having 5.7s and armor is valuable. And the guy takes out Revenge, unable to save. Now it's up to Frosty. He's just going to be saving in the lower bomb site. If he's not choosing his spot correctly, he might die. I know you can die in some of the parts of the lower bomb site, but I think you'll be fine just looking at the radar. Guy just clearing everything out. And Synthetik take their 5th round, starting off very well on Nuke. Side that is definitely CT-sided, probably the most definitively CT-sided maps in the game right now, and coming out with 5 rounds, that you can already consider that a good half. But I am sure Synthetik are not going to stop there, and they are going to be just powering their way through this half. It's really strange that Huckleberry had to leave. Maybe the pressure of first round playoffs got to him. And this time Synthetik seem to be going with a outside and ramp split. I'm assuming that they're going to try to get their guys down Secret. James playing a really gutsy position on top of the roof there, but able to take out the guy. Really just not easy for terrorists to take that peek in general most of the time. And James was waiting right for him right there. So it's a 5-on-4 already. Synthetik, though, are already grouped towards lobby, and I'm expecting some kind of ramp hit. Seems like it could be a contact play. Maybe abusing the stand-in for Incognito. James trying to help out at ramp, moving to help his teammate out, Zep, and gets taken down by 4-shot. Now Ye gets a pick. Strings to trade it out. 2-on-3 situation. Synthetik with the advantage here. And almost said XD. Strings in decontamination room right now. Trying to stop that bomb plan. Actually dinks Monty, almost killing him. That would have been huge if he was actually able to stop that bomb plan, maybe wait out the smoke. But nope. Down to a 2-on-3. Up to Strings and Frosty gets a 2-on-2 now, but 4-shot, great crosshair placement, ready for that peek. And now 4-shot again with great crosshair placement. Let Strings walk right into that 4-shot, showing why he is such a consistent opper for Synthetik. Knows exactly where to look. And the 6th round and second real gun round goes the way of Synthetik. And looks like they're going to be doing an outside play here. But Incognito tried nade stacking outside, but thankfully Synthetik have seen that before. They knew not to play up close too much. And are just going to take the bombs, or take the outside. Only taking 2 damage from nade so far, despite a full nade stack coming out of Incognito. Again, looks like Synthetik love wrapping into rafters right here. Ye's going to be getting first contact on who I think is Strings. No, Zep. And gets him down. And Strings gets the trade, but the rest of Synthetik is filing into this A-bomb site, hitting it from all the outside angles. And it's up to James, who I'm also assuming is just going to save this one. Probably giving Synthetik a 7th round. No kit, only a flashbang. It was ping-related bad routing, says Mordziak for why, wow, the auto director's using third. Oh my god! Ye just jumps down. I don't even think he was shot by James. Ye was shot down, and now James has got some confidence going in this round, but again, 4 shots crosshair placement, just flawless. Just really no way that James had any chance there with 4-shot posted up on him like that. And 4-shot, despite being the Opper, is really rich right now. 12k, let's look at, after 7 rounds, what kind of score we have here from the members of both teams. Incognito stand-in, Zep with 1 kill. The guy, I mean, admittedly holding lobby. I've been there before. You're not going to get many kills there, because usually you're not going to be holding lobby pushes on the default. I mean, usually they don't do it. So, other members that are standing out right now, Monty, Ye, 4-shot, and Tex, all with 7 or 8 kills. And Strings getting the first kill this round. Traded out, though. Holding that lobby push. Yay! His one job usually is to hold lobby, but it's taken down there. And now Axe gets a kill, but traded out by Monty. Monty finds 2, actually. Or actually, one of those was a lobby kill. And now Frosty, 1-on-3. Just a 5-7, no grenades. I expect him to maybe try to go to lobby, pick up a gun for the next round. A lot of guns were dropped there. And yeah, it's gonna be tough for... It's really going to be tough for Incognito to gain their footing here. 8 rounds on T-side already, and 8 in a row at that is a great performance from Synthetik. And it just leaves you to wonder, how would this be different if Huckleberry were here? Because his stand-in, Zep, has a single kill, and Huckleberry was the 2nd highest fragger in the previous game. And the guy just gets shot at by his teammate, but irrelevant in the scheme of things. Frosty does go to lobby, as I expected, and picks up that AK, saving into the next round. And even with bad routing, though, I might go ahead and say that he would have been doing better than this. But you can't change what's been done. Actually, they could. They could just substitute him in. But they aren't doing that. And now Incognito go and into this gun round, looking for their first round of the half, trying to bring it to be 8-1, maybe get some momentum going into that second half, or close it out strong, hopefully. But Synthetik, I doubt they are going to stop. I doubt they are going to slow down as they throw cross smokes for outside. Probably going to get Tex to work secret. Maybe more of them, actually. And the guy trying to take that fight, that's just not a fight you want to take against an Opper with an AK. Doesn't matter how good your aim is, the Opper has just such a huge advantage. His angle is better, and he's got a gun that's superior at that range. And it's a 4-man secret push coming from Synthetik. Ye is kind of straggling behind, looking for flankers or whatnot. In a 4-on-5, though, you sometimes don't have that luxury, and we'll see if that costs them getting into this bomb site. Doesn't seem like it will. Incognito playing this how they should. And Ye, actually, gets the lurk kill, but taken down, traded, and now it's a 1-on-4. And it looks like Incognito are going to pull that first round out, and they do. Unable to get the bomb plant down, actually. I thought Synthetik were able to get it, but nope. And still, though, huge bankroll for the Synthetik side. 4 shots able to drop an AK and buy an op, and still have 4k left over. They are not hurting for money whatsoever. Monty's got 7k. Tex got 3.6. The guy and Ye are a little low. But they can get dropped in the following round. Looks like we're going to be seeing another outside play coming out of Synthetik. Let's see if Incognito, though, can string together some rounds off of that one pretty dominant round. I think they only got picked. 1 person died. We'll see how Synthetik handle their first loss of the half. Axe taking 2 down from that forward Raptor position, but traded by Monty. Getting Ye and Tex, though, is a big deal, given that they are some of the most skilled players. I mean, everyone's skilled on Synthetik, but Ye is extremely skilled. And the guy gets taken out by James, and I gotta think Synthetik are gonna adjust and not send everyone towards outside in the future rounds. That just already seems to not be working. Seems like when they've split their presence towards kind of inner, it's been working very well for them. But 4Shot gets a pick on James, who's kind of peeking for info, but a little unnecessary there. When you know they have outside, yeah, you're peeking from the most obvious position possible. It's even, in my opinion, better to peek from the CT level or even like locker room, because everyone's looking towards heaven all the time. And Synthetik have a lot to work with. They could go in a lot of directions right now. They could go back to lobby. Looks like they're electing to go to hell, though, and Frosty seemed to kind of catch on to this, but Zepp is going to be the one that they actually engage at ramp as they pinch him or hit him from the side, and unable to find a kill or even that much damage there. And it's tough to be a stand-in in these kind of matches. A lot of pressure. The season's riding on you, and it looks like his teammates aren't going to be able to close this out. Frosty's down to a 1-on-2. It's still doable. It's definitely doable. He's got a lot of utility also, and he knows where one of the members of Synthetik are. Gets one, and if he spots 4Shot soon, he can just probably smoke the bomb and try to get something there. But no, 4Shot sees where the smoke comes from. Puts his, again, 4Shot's crosshair placement. It's not like it's flashy or anything, but it's right. It's correct. And that's really what you need to be a consistent operator. And 4Shot is just that. Getting the kills he really needs to. Just to secure rounds and even find picks sometimes. So, in what looked to be a pretty bad start for Synthetik, that round getting picked 2 immediately by Axe, they're still able to close it out in a 3-on-4. Actually, it was a 3-on-5 at one point, but... Oh, ramp push coming out from Incognito evens the round up immediately. Oh, even gets an advantage for them. Now it's a 3-on-2. And they have 2 AKs. Giving the AK, Axe giving it to Frosty, who has more health than him. And Axe sitting kind of in a position where he's technically untradeable. And I'm not... okay, he moves back. Strings, though, making sure that they aren't getting flanked from anywhere. And that nade might kill Axe. Oh, gets him down to 2 health. Really close. But that Molly is going to flush them out. And Synthetik is using their utility really well to retake this radio room. Gets one. It's going to be tough on 4Shot here with only a Tech 9 and an op. Gets one, and he gets strings also. Jeez. Just... What was a really good round for Incognito. That has to feel bad, where you have a huge advantage, and just 4Shot busts out the Tech 9, gets not 1 but 2 kills, just kind of running and gunning. Jeez, it takes out strings and Frosty just so quickly. And that's got to sting for Incognito. They had some momentum. They had a little bit of momentum right there. They honestly just kind of lost it. And now Ye's just feeling the heat. And I mean, he's feeling how his team is playing, and he's working off that. The guys feeling off it too. They're just jumping in, trying to get this A bomb site, showing very little respect to Incognito at this point, and they just clean up the round very quickly. 11-1. So wrecked. 4Shot really coming alive, but yeah, dude, 4Shot's playing really well this game. Huckleberry gets 90 ping to Chicago and Zepp gets 15. So is a Huck sat himself, dude. That I get 130 ping to Chicago and I get 100 ping to Texas, and I'm still playing every match. I mean, you just kind of gotta live with it. I mean, if he wasn't feeling comfortable, that's I mean, 90 ping though is not that bad. I'm being serious. 90 ping is, when I get 90 ping in a match, I feel like I can go off, and I can sometimes. So that's too bad. Match pause coming in probably out of Incognito. MP9 on James. 4 M4s though for the rest of his team. They can do some damage with this. But Synthetik, again, they got the money rolling. I'm gonna bring up the scoreboard again. Let's look at it. stand-in Zep, dude. I think Huckleberry's just, that's a pretty emo choice to sit himself there. He did pretty well with 90 ping. There's no reason to sit himself. I don't know if it's nerves or what, but that is just you can't handle the pressure of the moment kind of move. They had a 14-16 with their lineup and they brought it back. They almost got it, and Huckleberry was one of the reasons they brought it back. He was holding that B bomb site down like a lock, like he was just like a kryptonite lock. And Synthetik were having a hard time to remove him from it. And now it's 11-1, and I don't see Incognito coming back from this. I mean, they've done some crazy things in the last game, but Ye is feeling himself, and when Ye is feeling himself, there is I'd say probably just a handful of people in main that can stop him. And he is playing none of them right now. So Axe, though, in a good position to probably kill the guy here. Gets him. Good one and done kind of spot. Actually able to fall off of it too. And now it's a 4-on-4. And if Zep can get anything done here, but just misses his all of his shots versus Tex. I don't care if he has 15 ping. If he just can't aim as well as you, 90 isn't that bad. And now it's a 4-on-3, and Incognito are looking to try to pull out a man disadvantage round into something, but they are working onto this B-bomb side. James looks to be in the back halls. Oh no, he's in the vents, and Axe is in the back halls. And they're just going to be taking this B-bomb site for free. Oh, well, Axe might challenge it from that control room, but nope, taken down by Tex. And James now trying to just peek out, and 4-shot surprisingly doesn't hit that shot. But he gets it on the second attempt. James is throwing a flash. And Incognito are just looking desperate right now. They're just trying to make plays. They're going into positions I don't think they normally would. They're trying new things out, and trying new things out in the match, it's just not... This is just not the time to be trying new things. James, I don't think he would normally make that peak. But he knows, he feels the pressure, and... I don't know. I think Huckleberry's really letting his team down right now. Not playing this. This is not the time to just get salty. Mental Fortitude game 4. And another really poor play coming out of Incognito. This is Axe just going crazy. He just knows he has to try to get something, so he just gets a jumping shot on the guy. It was sick, honestly. Really sick shot. And actually, they have an advantage. They have an advantage here. 4-on-3. See if they can turn this into something. James, just shoulder it. But Tex evens it out. And now it's down to Monty 4-shot and Tex versus Zep, Strings, and Axe. And with how Zep has been playing, this is essentially a 2-on-3. Sorry, but he's just getting nothing done. He can't even kill people that are already lit up. It's like he's not fit to play this game. If Strings gets Monty down to a 1-on-1, actually. Let's see if Monty tries to make any kind of interesting play here, but no, just fakes the plant. Doesn't get a peek though, but Strings, on the other hand, is flanking, and he might kill Monty. And he actually gets it. So another round for Incognito on the board. And yeah, 12-2 here for Synthetik. Ye actually picking up an op now too. Just really feeling himself. I'm pretty sure. I think they know the momentum is just so in their favor right now that it's really tough. Strings getting some contact at ramp. Might spot Tex or Monty here. Ye's holding an angle at Squeaky and actually gets taken down by James. Pretty tough angle to take from Ye, and maybe a little bit of momentum going into the second half for Incognito. It is going to be on the harder half, but Ye gets taken down, and he was feeling himself a little too much there. And the guy, where is this flank coming from? Just completely unknown to Incognito. Gets his way into Raptors. Gets Gets 2, but is now traded by Strings. Strings naded though. Oh, it just gets killed. And now it's down to Axe. In a 1-on-3. He's got to go for it. Gets Tex. 1-on-2. And this bomb is planted for him, actually. And if he sticks this, he wins the round. And he's going to win it. And that is the 3rd round for Incognito. Just a little bit of momentum here going to that second half. And if they can convert that into something, I mean, we've seen this before. We have seen this before. Admittedly on the easier half of Inferno, but on the Inferno being CT sided, they took the CT side second half and were able to string a lot of rounds together and get something, but it's looking tough. But who knows? I mean, Incognito seemed to work very well with momentum, and Synthetik, when they are Synthetik also kind of seemed to work well and poorly with and without momentum. So who knows? Who knows? Something could happen here if they get this pistol. Incognito, I mean, who knows? They might have practiced Nuke a lot and might have a lot of strats that they know are tried and true. Match paused. It's a little weird that a team would use their pause at this point. Given that you only get 2 per team, seems weird that you could have just not readied up here. This might be a momentum pause. If I'm Synthetik, this might be a momentum pause where you let them ready up, but you pause it, and I might be starting to sound like Semler a little here, but this seems like some next level mind games, where they are pausing at the very first round of a. Okay, no. It was a technical pause coming out of Synthetik, but it might have the same effect actually, because just kind of like you're kind of icing the kicker here, just not letting Incognito, who has this momentum, to kick off right here, metaphorically speaking. So we see armor from 4 of the members of Incognito, and James with no grenades whatsoever. But I assume he will buy some. He seems to be their support kind of IGL player in most of these kind of rounds. He's also their opper on CT sides. So we'll see what he buys. And so far from Synthetik, just three sets of armor, and a decoy. Let me see. Nope, scoreboard is not showing up because it's the first round and no kills have happened yet. Yeah, pause because Monty lag out. Yep. Regardless, even if it's a lag out, I kind of like this. I kind of like this pause from Synthetik. I mean, I just explained why, but it kind of kills that momentum. You could sit in the non-ready up area and like kind of in the warm up and let them just don't ready up for a long time. But this is even kind of like you feel this way more because you can't even move and you can't even aim or get warm up in pretty much. Like now they're just straight up cooling. Both teams are cooling down right now. And starting from a hard stop, I think Synthetik get off to 0 to 60 much faster than Incognito do. I have to think at this point that whatever momentum Incognito has been just evaporated, eviscerated. This is a pretty long pause. You actually only get 5 minutes per pause, total of 10 minutes per 10 minutes in 2 different pauses, each one having a limit of 5 minutes. You'd have to use a second pause if you want to continue it. And we might see a second pause actually coming out of Synthetik here. This is a pretty long, it's pretty long. Hello, Mr. Derpy Balls. Apparently Monty's having trouble getting his net back up. Okay. I don't know when this pause came out. I haven't been keeping track of the time, but it might be approaching 5 minutes, so... unless Synthetik... I mean, I don't think Incognito will do this, but if Incognito wants to, they could dispute the pause coming up soon. This is ISP. What's up from 0? I don't know if you guys are interested, but my team just finished our ESEA playoff game on Friday. We lost. Heartbreaking to go out in the first round like that. Had such high hopes for the season, and but that's just how it rolls sometimes. And goes to show that the teams that prepare better are oftentimes gonna win, even if your team might be more skilled than theirs, which we felt like we were individually. But stop, says NyQuil. Okay, I'll stop. What else could I talk about? What else could I talk about? All right, that's a D mod for sure. Abusing mod plus trash talking aim high. You're out of there. You're out of there, Michael. I mean, you gotta learn from your mistakes, boys. You gotta learn from your mistakes. Okay, what else could I talk about? I could talk about strats. You guys interested in hearing a strats? This is about strats on this map. Here's a cool strat, guys. Let's go over this. Let's fly around the map. I'm turning off auto director. I'll retry to the server as soon as I see Monty joins back up. But here's a cool strat that I got from I forgot who I got this from. From FaZe. Okay, I got this strat from FaZe, guys. This is called the ESEA strat, alright? ESEA strat. FaZe do this on Astralis. It worked really well against them. All you do is you send 2 out Hut, and you send 2 out Squeaky with 1 flashbang, and you take over the A bomb site. It's a really sick strat. Takes a lot of coordination. You really got to line up your flashbangs. And then the other guy, Nico, he just lurks right here. He just lurks on top of Twinkie. It's a really, really tough strat to execute properly. I mean, you have to aim, and you have to left click, and you have to press W a bit on your mouse. And you have to throw 1 flashbang. The 1 flashbang comes out here, just bounces right here, and then it helps you take the A bomb site. It's a really sick strat. It's really, really, really cool. It's really tough to pull off properly, especially if you have worse aim than the other team. Then you probably just not win the strat. Another strat that you could try is you could send 4 ramp with Nico lurking on top of Twinkie. This is another strat FaZe like to use. So if you're thinking about starting up an open team and you have a Nico on your team, you could just send Nico to Twinkie. He'll get a couple kills, and the rest of you go ramp and you go lower. Another really complex strat. It takes a lot of coordination. Usually when FaZe do this, they throw a couple flashbangs towards a ramp, just kind of anywhere. They don't have to be very specific. Just Kerrigan throws one and Keo throws one, and then Rain and Alu kind of like... Alu will hold this area right here, make sure no one peeks J on them as they're coming out. But Rain will usually like entry, and Keo's kind of like secondary. Kerrigan comes back. Okay, I gotta retry because Monty rejoined. But yeah, these are some sick strats, guys. You should incorporate them in your team. Nuke is coming up in the second round of playoffs also. Be sure to try them. I mean, if you can get them to work with your team, you can be like FaZe, and you can win Star Ladder. So here we are, pause, and the game has resumed. So Let's see. Let's see what the buys are like. No kits coming out of Synthetik. They just want everyone to have armor on their team. I don't really blame them. But James buying Flash Molly. And I'm actually going to turn off the auto director because I'm interested in what James is going to do with this. I'm going to try to use my own camera work for the rest of this game. So I haven't really done this for a while. So looks like he's going to flash himself and his team into ramp. Little pop flash that he learned from FaZe. They actually have done that too. And his teammates are going towards that ramp area. They take out the guy, and now Monty and Tex are just holding this while Strings tries to get to that lower bomb site. He looks like he's working his way down the ramp. Nope, just holding, throws a decoy. And now the rest of Incognito are actually holding back, and they're trying to get into the A bomb site or actually take outside here. James throws another flash to get them outside, and it's going to be just an A split here with James coming out of hut with Strings, and they're going to get the bomb down. And no kits on Synthetik might be their downfall. I'm going to see how Synthetik's rotations are. They got 4 shots still. Knows there's a guy ramp. Wants to deal with him, but looks like he's going to choose elsewhere. And now I'm going to go to Ye, who gets taken out easily by Axe there. And now 4 shot. Makes his way up to heaven. Spots 1. Kills Zep. And now it's down to a 1-on-1. And he knows where Axe is. And takes a jump. And Axe is able to close it out 12-4. That is the momentum and round that Incognito wanted and needed if they wanted to stay in this game. And they get that pistol. Are these legit teams or what? Yes, they are legit teams. Synthetik is the second best, or seeded second in main, and Incognito is the 15th seeded team. They aren't teams that are necessarily making salary money, but they are definitely very skilled. And Ye was an ex-professional player. Monty has been on Steel. Steel said that if he ever comes back to CSGO, gets unbanned, he wants Monty on whatever team he's going to be on. These are legit players. Tex was going to be the 5th of Mythic Reborn before they got Summit. The guy has been on Synthetik for a while, just kind of a consistent main player, and 4 shots just a pretty well-known, or good opper. Zep, though, takes contact early, and it is actually very hard to find the action on Nuke, because I'm looking at this radar, and I'm not sure if people are going to fight each other. This might have been a bad idea. After this round, I'm actually going to go back to Auto Director, because this is actually much harder than I thought. Other maps, it's much easier to understand where people are based off the radar and where I should be looking, but yeah, it's just, I actually having some difficulty here. I'm just going to stick on 4shot, and Monty here with a crossfire. Takes out Strings, and almost got Frosty there. But now Frosty and James making their way down to that B bomb site. Gets a smoke down. They see the decon door open, though, and that gives them a little bit of worry. But James is able to take out Tex as he was holding control. And I'm going to retry, because this is very hard. Only love for Synthetik. Okay, well, what do I know about Incognito? I know James has been in main for a bit. He's their IGL. He changed a lot of their roster up. Axe was a player that played a little bit of Premier on Ajax Esports. He actually, it was like Cuddy was benched and Axe, I think, took his spot. And I don't really know too much about the other members. I don't know anything about Zep. I've seen Strings a lot. I know he pugs a lot. Like, that's all I got out of him. And Strings gets 2 kills there. I'm already feeling way more comfortable with this auto director. Frosty and Axe both Premier. Okay, they were both on Ajax. All right, okay. I never really played Incognito during the season, so I didn't really ever look them up. But during the season, I did play Synthetik a handful of times, both in a match where we lost 12-16 to them on Overpass, and then in some scrims as well. Yeah, Strings is always DMing. I'm not talking trash. I'm not talking trash, really. Am I? Am I? I'm just saying what I know about them. Okay, oh, so Strings made it was on the Vitriol roster, it seemed like, before Vitriol made Premier, but then they removed him. But Vitriol had a really bad season, and I guess they wanted him back. Okay. Okay, gun round coming out of Synthetik. Hope to see some action here. These last couple rounds have been kind of slaughters in Incognito's favor, bringing this game back to a 12-6. If Incognito can get this in the following round, they're getting pretty close. Depends on what their strategy is here, though. Who do they decide to challenge? 4-shot, great opper, holding that outside position, and the guy holding ramp. I'm gonna just, from what I know of this team, I would say the guy is a great player, but not always the best fragger, and if I knew what I know now, I might go towards that direction, but I would try to avoid Ye and Monty, because they probably have this A-bomb site on lock. I'm sure they've seen a million different executes and setups, and they know how to counter a lot of them, with sheer firepower and positioning. And it looks like Incognito are kind of working towards the ramp. It's like they heard me. And they're going to be challenging the guy who seems to be posted right on that railing here. Strings might get a pick here on him, and they do. And Strings gets that opening pick, opens up the ramp area, and I expect them to be going down it. But they left the bomb in lobby, and Axe has to pick that up. And James, though, oddly finding a pick on 4-shot outside, just pushing him at Big Garage. And they have control of this whole lower bomb site. And it's going to be a really tough retake. But they do not have the bomb yet. So some picks right here might change it. And, geez, they're running out of time. But, nah, he's got it. But Tex gets a kill and is trying to stop the bomb plant. Gets a kill, gets a... Oh, my gosh. Almost brings that back a little bit. From a 1-on-5 to a 1-on-3. And one guy planting the bomb. It's actually a 1-on-2 for a brief split second there, but... Incognito gets that vital gun round, and yep, they go towards the guy, not the strongest fragger for Synthetik, and they just take his head right off and able to take that B bomb site very easily. I'm not sure where the rotator player was playing for Synthetik there. I'm not sure if he was gonna help A or outside or what, but Incognito, I gotta be feeling pretty good right now. 12-7, and they have a gun round. Bunching up in lobby, though, against pistols has spelled disaster for a few teams. For another team I've casted recently, Team 6 Sense, they had some questionable ideas about where they were going on their anti-ecos, but Incognito, yeah, holding that lobby position. I mean, that's really just what you don't want against pistols, is to be fighting them at close range, and lobby is exactly that, close range. Zep, though, holding one of the most powerful angles in lobby, good position. Gets a kill on Ye, who's trying to push Hut. And James with a nice flick shot on 4-shot. 2-on-5. Monty still at Mustang right now. He's taking about it. Frosty, good spray. And down to the guy, trying to find something. Gets a kill on Zep. And just one casualty for Incognito. And now it's 12-8 again. And disgusting view model. I'm not using a view model. I'm using classic. I'm using the default one. I didn't change it. Ew, why does that gun look so ugly, though? Oh my god. I just realized that. Why is the... Okay, oh wait. Okay, never mind. I'm just using classic view model. I have my own view model that I usually use when I play, but I'm not using that right now. Gun round, though, coming out for Synthetik. Incognito strung some rounds together here. 12-8. It's becoming a close game here. And, though, you just don't want to fight Synthetik in a default like that. What's been working for Incognito has been grouping up a lot, but James able to get the trade there on Tex, who over peaks. It's not on classic. I'm pretty sure it is. Is it game settings? Oh, it's desktop. Okay, now it's classic. I just do whatever the game starts it with. My own view model is like in my auto exec, which I don't run when I do the casting because I just don't think other people would like it as much. It's a little like smaller, the gun, and it's farther down to the right. But some picks happened there. Some picks going on for V3 in Synthetik's favor. Just Incognito, though, not going to what they were good at, and that was grouping and going to a spot. And this really haunted both teams on Inferno, where they would kind of just work their defaults. And CTs usually have advantages in a lot of defaults. Monty playing a really bad spot. That is not where you want to stand when you're holding this A-bomb site. But Ye is able to clean it up, sitting on top of Hut, has a crossfire with him, and now Axe coming out in a 1-on-3. Really a great round for Synthetik to win. Gives them the 13-8 lead. Just wanted to win a gun round eventually. And yeah, Monty, though, you gotta play more forward on that Mustang position. You get a really tight angle, but when you're out like that, it's not even a hard shot for the guys coming out of Hut, and you give them a 1v1 very easily. But regardless, Monty now going to the Mag 7. I don't think he's going to be playing the same spot again. And Monty lagging really badly, making the guy take a while to get longer to his spot, and probably the rest of his team. But And I'm really hoping Incognito learns from their mistake, but they are just giving up picks in these defaults again. There's very little execute there. It's just they were peeking behind a smoke that Ye throws, and actually they threw it themselves, and they peeked it. And that's just not a play to make against this team either. Now the guy is holding with an op at ramp. Definitely a better gun suited to be holding the ramp position. A lot of one-on-one engagements. Gets strings as he's trying to bunny hop down. Definitely looked a little fat on that B hop though. Just probably moving at like 70 movement speed on that second jump there. And it's left to Axe, just trying to hold his ramp position, but gets Monty, traded out by Tex, and now looks like Synthetik are ready to close this game out. Let's look at the money here for Incognito. Oh, they got some money still, and Axe can drop an AK for Zep if they so choose, or he could drop an op perhaps for James. Or looks like they're going to be going for the AK, giving it to Zep though. And let's just look at the scoreboard again really quickly. Zep actually doing better than Frosty now if you just look at kills. I mean, the game's way more than just scoreboard, but Strings and Axe doing well, James doing well as well also, and Ye, of course, at the top of the scoreboard for Synthetik. Monty rejoined, so his score is not really reflective of what he did on the first half. But it looks like Ye is doing an aggressive play outside, almost gets 2 with his spray down. But Strings is able to close that out. Now 4Shot's in a great position already, just at the secret position. Really quick rotate here coming out of Synthetik, and Incognito seemed to be aware of it. They actually have 2 ops here, and an ump on Monty. Interesting gun choices. Now it's a 4-on-4 still. Synthetik are changing their positions up a bit here. I was gonna say a little instead of bit. The guy just watching outside. Looks like Monty and Tex are playing the floor together at the A-bomb site. The guy's kind of watching ramp and outside. Looks like his job's the hardest right now, but 4Shot is just ready for Strings to peek into him. Just was so patient all around, and Incognito thought that patience would pay off for them, but works the other way. Four on 3 here, and looks like they're going to be walking into the only real stack that Synthetik have at this upper bomb site. Looks like Monty and Tex are both here, and I don't think they're going to expect Tex to be in this position. Gets one and is traded out by Axe, and now the guy is going for a fast op pick, gets Axe, and now it's down to Frosty with 7 seconds left. He has to plant this bomb, and that's just going to give Guy a free kill on him, if he can even kill him. Oh my god! Oh, and Axe whiffs, or the guy whiffs the shot, and Frosty almost picks that up, but oh man. Jeez, was that a choke? Almost. Still manages to get the kill, but that is all nerves right there. Almost getting the better of the guy. 15-8. Match and map point for Incognito, or Synthetik. And it is Incognito's ESEA Main Season 24 life on the line. And they have 4 AKs, 3 smoke grenades, an ump, and they're just going to be grouping up towards ramp, and I am a fan of this play already. They have had success challenging the guy, but the guy falls off very quickly, and they're not giving him anything, and they are just running into the op grinder set between 4Shot and the guy. Just gets another kill, and all the members of Incognito look to be in a choke point, but managed to come out pretty well there. 2-on-2, kill Ye, 4Shot, and the guy there. And Monty and Tex are in a 2-on-2 retake against Zep and James. And if Incognito play their positions well, they have a great chance of actually taking this to a 9th round, or a 9th winning round for them. Tex and Monty both playing together. Monty lagging very badly right now. Might be a good entry fragger in this kind of situation, but as I say that, Monty is the traitor and keeps tapping away at I'm not sure what. And Zep is actually able to take him down. And Zep is feeling it. Doing a little, like, strafe jump, no scope after the round. That's when you know you're kind of feeling it. And Incognito get their 9th round. Keeping it alive for them. Keeping their Season 24 alive. And Synthetik going to a 2-op setup. Monty with a mag. Tex and the guy with M4s. pretty standard buy, like a gun round buy for both teams. James, though, taking a really close-range duel with Ye. This is not something you usually see, just a close-range op fight. And Axe getting techs as he tries to make an aggressive play. Zep gets a kill on Monty, whose mag is trying to push Hut. And James gets Ye. 5 on 2. The guy and 4Shot are both stuck in radio room. Strings gets the guy. And are we going to see another comeback coming from Incognito? For a team that I predict to do incredibly well in main, definitely making the finals, if not winning at all, Synthetik are having a hard time closing these games out. And now 4Shot is just trying to save that op. It looks like he's in lower or radio right now. And he's just sitting here hoping that he doesn't get found. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to take a fight here. Even if he gets a kill, let's see kind of the money on... Actually, any kill he gets is pretty valuable. Incognito don't have the best money. They'll be able to drop guns in the next round if anyone does die, but just gonna look like he keeps his op alive here. Oh, he looks like he might make contact in a second here. Just looking at the radar. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Just can't find him. Sat in radio. Oh, and he kills James, who actually had the op. And Strings actually died to the bomb. So, kind of somewhat costly round for Incognito there, despite taking that round so handily. Bit of info on Synthetik. They virtually had no practice this week because the guy was banned for several days. I had a 3-day ban before on ESEA, and I actually was able to scrim though. But just an off from 4Shot. The only real gun they have from Synthetik, and he gets 2 kills immediately. Maybe a third kill on Zep, and now it's a 2-on-5 with literally 1 gun. Strings was able to take him out. Now Tech's just running, holding W through Hut, and got the I will hold W in his name, living up to that name. Frosty, though, gets the guy, and now it's back to a 2-on-2. And that was a really great effort coming out of 4Shot to get this round, pulling it out of literally just an op. Yeah, just, now just 2 pistols left for Synthetik. And Incognito will probably close this round out. Monty is still lagging. You can see it through the X-ray right there. Strings giving himself a little hole to see through. Ye has a 5-7 in armor here, but he is probably going to get found out by Frosty in just a second unless Ye can get this kill. And he almost did. Just whipped a couple too many shots, and Monty makes it a 1-on-1. And he knows where Strings is. And he might get this. And this might be it. With 4 bullets and a dream, but nope. Strings closes out. And another really costly round for Incognito. And all Synthetik had was that 1 op. And they are able to buy another op for 4Shot here. And Incognito still have money. They've won a bunch of rounds in a row. But they're starting to feel the heat a little bit with $300 and $400 on Zep and Frosty. If they lose this, they actually won't have money to buy 2 guns into the following round. Depending on how many stay alive. 5-7's coming out for Synthetik. This worked for them many times in the past, in previous matches and whatnot. They are very skilled 5-7 players. They're very good with their positioning. They have the aim to back it up too. And they make pretty nice pushes and trades together. So this could be the round. Not ruling them out here, as I would with some teams with just pistols, but Axe and James, though, shutting the dream down, the 5-7 dream down quite quickly. 5-on-3. Axe is tagged, though, and the guy and 4Shot are moving together through mini. Axe still watching the flank, and Incognito, though, taking that A-bomb site. The guy working his way to heaven right now. Not making a noise. Making all those jumps really nicely. It's like a little mini KZ map right there. But it's taken down by James IRL. And 4Shot and Monty might just choose to save their 5-7s. Maybe go for exits. I'd hope they go for exits. They got money to buy into the next round. They don't need to just save these. So Axe clearing all his corners very carefully. 4Shot, though, gets a kill. Might get an AK here. And Monty holding Frosty, who is just running with his knife out, despite clearing very few angles. And, geez, another costly round for Incognito. And I'm going to press tab at the beginning of this upcoming round, see the money situation for both teams. Looks like they'll have money, but again, they're not building that really great bank that you'd want from having a win streak such as this. Now 4-shot with the op, 4 rifles on the side of Synthetik with an AK on Monty. With his ping, I might suggest giving it to another player so that he could just spray with the M4, but it shouldn't hurt too much. Ye doing another aggressive outside play, just standing in the smoke right here. Really tricky, but Strings is going to catch him for sure. Yep. Sees him peeking out of that and making it a 4-on-5. And feels like Ye's playing a little out of his comfort zone to try to get something done. And now Incognito are really taking advantage of this outside control, just going straight into Mini. And now they have this A bomb site, and Monty is smoked out at Heaven, and all 3 members of Synthetik are in the same spot, basically having to retake the bomb site from outside and going through Mini. Getting a kill on Frosty makes it a 3-on-3. Now James, Axe, and Zep are tasked with holding this bomb site. James, though, taking a lot of peeks, actually ends up paying off on killing the guy. Axe gets Monty in addition, and now 4-shot just trying to save that op. And even with just an op save, they can pull off a lot with this. So again, another close game with Synthetik really having a tough time closing this Incognito team out. Even when playing with a stand-in, they are still holding this team to some really tight games. And 4-shot getting a kill though on James, making it another costly round for Incognito. Just the bomb plant gives them some more money. The bomb exploding gives them more money though. So they have more than enough money to buy into this round. But maybe one more guy died for Incognito. It's just actually economy probably won't play a factor into this game. It's 15-13, and if even if Incognito win with 1 alive, they're gonna have enough money to buy guns into the next 2 rounds. So really not a big deal at this point. Incognito with 5 rifles. 4-shot still got the op. The rest of Synthetik have rifles as well. Seems like max loss bonus. Plus bomb exploding gives them, or the kills they've gotten and whatnot, give them just enough money to have some decent rounds. Axe and Ye might have an encounter here too. Axe getting a nice pick on Monty and gets traded. Ye gets 2, but gets traded by Frosty, and now it's a 3-on-3 with Tex getting a kill on Frosty, and I think Zep is the last member here, so I'm switching to him with the guy taking him out, and Zep gets taken down. Finally, Synthetik are able to close this round out and this game out. 16-13. Another close game, and geez, it just makes you wonder what would have happened if Huckleberry would have played this game, because I strongly assume he would have played better than Zep here. Thanks for tuning into the stream though, guys. Great games. Really impressed with how well Incognito played there, and be sure to follow. I'm going to be casting more main playoff games. I want to follow Synthetik because I think they're an incredibly talented and skilled team, and Cuddy said in the chat that they didn't get to practice that much this week, but with some practice, I know how strong that team can be. I have played against them. They're sick. They're really individually talented, and they can go together and trade just the way you're supposed to. They play the Counter-Strike the way you want to see a team playing Counter-Strike. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm out. Watch out for me. Casting more games, and I'm probably just going to stream myself playing later today. I'm going to probably pug or something like that. So, thanks anyways, guys. Thanks for everyone that stayed tuned.